Okay guys, welcome to another episode of On the Wrist from Off the Cuff. Today we have a really cool update for you guys from the brand Straps Co. I was just kind of browsing along their website and I found these killer watch rolls. They pretty much combine some of the best materials and pricing and design that I've seen on the market. So I was really quick to reach out to them and see if I could get a few units in for review so I could share them with you guys. You guys know I'm really big on storage because I have way too many watches at this point. So something like this that can double as storage, whether you're on the go or back at home, bedroom, office, wherever it may be, really are things that I have a high amount of value for. And the crazy thing is the pricing on these is extremely competitive. I'm pretty blown away considering the quality. These are actually made out of Saffiano leather, which I only found out about through reviewing some really expensive watch rolls in the past. So again, this one really knocked my socks off, so I was excited, and I do appreciate Straps Co sending these in so that I could share them with you guys because they definitely caught my attention. This is not a case where, hey, they were looking to kind of sell these and, you know, promote them on the channel. It was me being interested, seeing the value there, reaching out to them and saying, hey, you know, can I share these with my audience? And they very kindly obliged. So much appreciated. But with all that said, let's go ahead, zoom the camera out, get these rolls in hand and take a closer look. Okay guys, so we have 3 different size options and there are various color options that are available. Let's go ahead and get into some of the details. These are the DASSARI premium Saffiano leather Octo rolls, which do allow you to store your watches in style, as they say. They're 8-sided, as you can see, which means that they won't roll away, which is fantastic. And you can see that they hold up really nice. They hold their shape, and in terms of their rigidity are very impressive. I have seen other folks use these designs, and you know, that's one of the trade-offs in terms of pricing is how solid it feels and how well it's executed. And yes, to the untrained eye, there's some that are good enough, and you'll find those ones on Amazon and whatnot, but these, I have to say, I'm surprised they're not selling for more, and they just put some more expensive name brand stamp on there and sell these for a lot more because they're extremely impressive. So the different pricing that you're gonna see, guys, is you're gonna see for the 1 slot is $69.99. For the 2 slots, $74.99. So basically 70, 75, and 99, 100 bucks for the 3 roll. And I did put some watches in this one here. Boom. Pretty much, hey, are you a Seiko fan? Then you will love these watches. But as you can see, whether it be kind of on the dressy side, diver, or chronograph, these fit fantastically. You are getting this great workspace. That's something that is common with all of these, which I love, is you get a workspace built in to the roll, right? So you're traveling and you don't have a lot of room, a lot of time, whatever it may be, and this is perfect for a hotel nightstand. You can lay your stuff out, you can put your pocket knife down, your pen, whatever it might be, a challenge coin if needed, and you have a lot of room to work there. Or let's say you want to work on your watches themselves, you pop these out, you lay them out, and yeah, hey, maybe you bring some extra straps or whatever it might be. So that right there is the beauty of design. But what I'll do is I'll use the single so that I can give you guys a very close look at the construction. Check this out, guys. Even on the inside, very nicely done. It does have that M-shaped pillow. So, you know, if you do have smaller wrists than my 7.5-inch sizing, you're going to be able to have these compressed down and pinch, which is great. And I like the fact that it's a wide W, meaning that it's going to be able to have the watches secure. If you do have, I'd say I'm right at the brink in terms of being at 7.5 inches. So if you have like an 8-inch wrist, they probably won't hold your watch as secure as seen here. but as you can see, it's is very nice, and most people have smaller than 7.5. So if you're at 7 1/4, 7 inches, 6 and and some change or whatever, like these will actually compress tightly, which means it's going to be even more secure for you. So let me take this piece out here, slide it in, prop it into this one right here, and as you can see, just look at the finish there. Everything's solid, everything looks very even, which again, I can't say for every one that I've seen that I've gotten my hands on. So they really surprised me with the build quality here. And again, nicely stamped with their kind of in-house branding there. And yeah, this thing works really well. Everything aligns nicely, not crazy perfect, and I wouldn't expect that for the pricing. I mean, honestly, I haven't seen one of this design. Even I've handled some really expensive ones on maybe I was even reluctant to share with you guys on the channel because I was kind of disappointed. With this design, I've had some very multiples of $100, and they didn't hold up as well. And you can see very nice, very secure. Let's move these two over into the double roll here. And there are some different color variations. You can get basically a black on gray. You can get an all black as seen here. Or you can get blue and gray as seen right here. Or brown and tan as seen here with the single roll. But take those, place them in here so you guys can get an idea of what this double roll looks like. And there's not a lot of contrast obviously with the black on black, so I probably won't use this one to show you guys the details, but you can see double roll. Oh my gosh, look at that little 2-watch collection. And yeah, check that out. Everything's nice. Not a lot of gaps there, and the gaps are pretty uniform across. This Saffiano leather has a beautiful texture to it, which is going to wear really well. Kind of has the almost ready for patina. It's like having polished versus brushed, right? If you have a smooth grain versus a textured grain, the textured grain is going to hide wear even better. So here's the perfect one, I think, to show you guys because it's gray. Just the construction, again, guys, I'm extremely impressed with this. Getting that Saffiano leather outer, you're getting this faux suede inner, and everything is nice. I like that the material is plush, but the pillow itself is quite stiff and rigid, meaning that you can compress this down when you tighten the watch on it, and it's going to hold it in place. That's one of the big things, is you're going to want things to be secure. And again, I do have slightly larger wrists, so my only probably want from these is that they were a little bit wider, but I can understand that they do have a really great size. So like if they were to make these pillows a little bit wider, then maybe that means adding a little bit in terms of these measurements, and I wouldn't want to do that because I think they tuck away very nicely. So that's one of the cool positives, is that, okay, look, you have a great workspace, and again, look at all of the stitching there, nice and uniform, just like you'd expect, nicely signed. You get the snaps in there, everything lines up. You can see the buttons, the snaps, everything just looks fantastic. Great stitching. So big workspace, and then it tucks away nice and tidy, so it's extra compact. It's not gonna roll away on you, so you don't have to worry about, hey, you're gonna dump your bag and then this thing's just gonna go and because that can happen, right? Because you have heavier mechanical watches, and yeah, they can be a little bit top heavy, so once they get rolling, the momentum can get going. And again, they have a lot of tail that you can use to lay out your, put your wallet on, your keys, whatever it might be, pocket knives, pens, all your goodies you can lay out as well. So I love that. I love that you're getting basically, because there's a lot of them where, hey, it's just the top of it's just the top. And then when the top's open, it's open. Here, top's open and you have a workspace, you know, that the top's open and now you have a little station, you have a little watch station wherever you go. Maybe you keep this in your desk drawer at work, and you know, you take off your watch, or maybe you switch watches depending on your profession. You know, maybe you want to throw the G-Shock on, you know, to go to work and do your thing, yeah, but maybe you have a nice dinner afterwards, so you have something like this beautiful King Seiko just ready to go. So you do have, again, I do like that, the little workstation, even at this size, guys, boom. It's there, it works, you can tilt it. Yeah, mine is a little bit loose there, so it's gonna come a little bit loose, but you get the picture. You just lay that out just like that. I mean, like, there's not too much to talk about when it comes to these types. Like, beautifully signed, again, very nice. When it comes to talking about these types of products, so I just wanted to show you guys some examples of the colors, how they look, how they render, some of the combinations: blue and gray, black on black, brown on tan, and again, you also, there's also a black on gray option, or an all gray option. So there's actually 5 color options. You're seeing 3 of the 5. The other 2 would be black and gray versus this black on black, so it'd be just the black Saffiano leather with the gray interior. There's also an all gray, which would mean the gray, and then there's actually a gray Saffiano leather exterior, which I don't have one to show you guys, but these are all awesome, and I love the grammar of design in terms of the shared materials. They're not doing too much that's too crazy. You have these, they look like they go together. This is really awesome, so I dig it. Put them back in here just so we have some movement on the screen for you guys, because some of you might already be bored, but you know me, I like to ramble. I don't want the format to be too short, more or too long for that matter. So we'll get ready to wrap this up by getting these pieces back in the, you know, for me, 3-watch roll, you're getting the most value because it's, you know, not 3 times the price of the single, but you're getting 3 times the room. But hey, I love the fact that there's single and dual rolls, because when you're storing stuff, you like to store stuff almost collection wise too. So sometimes you just have a singular watch from a brand, maybe a nice micro brand, and you know, it's the only one you have. You can store it in something like this as well. And then, yeah, it's also great for travel if you are just going to bring maybe 1 or 2 watches, one on your wrist, one in the box, right? Or maybe bring it along just in case you buy something duty free. So that's another option. But, or you have, you know, again, a 2-watch collection. Maybe you have 1 dress, 1 sports, whatever. Maybe you have 1 Rolex and 1 Omega. You do that, or you know, maybe you have a holy trinity of watches, or you just have 3 great watches from 1 brand, and you have now a place to display them as well as a place to store them and travel with them as well. I think this looks, oh man, I really dig this blue with the gray. I think that looks great. The blue is probably showing up a little bit brighter on the screen than it is in real life, just because of the lighting situation. But yeah, I really dig these a lot, guys. Again, the pricing is insane. $69, $74, $99. Like $100, $75, $70. And again, I think it's totally worth it. Like even the single that's like $70. If you don't need extra, then don't pay for extra, you know. But you know, for watch addicts like myself, 3 seems to be the magic number, especially let's say you're traveling or something like that. But this can be pretty hefty when you got all that metal in there. So you know, maybe it's just a little 2 slaughter, and it's your watch and your wife's watch, and you're gonna keep it, you know, or your date or whoever, brother, sister, uncle, whoever you're traveling with. So very, very cool, guys. Straps Co. Really surprised, because I think, you know, really what they're known for is these really super affordable straps. and then you see something like this. I mean, this is, I mean, honestly, this is like damn near luxury quality leather goods. Like, this is, I'm blown away. Like, I'm seriously, right now, the entrepreneurial side of my head's like, I need to find out what factory made these and come up with a whole website that's all, you know, luxury branding, and just put a fancy name on there and sell these for double the price and just make loot. So that's how good these are. So yeah, excited to share them with you, excited to have them in the collection, honestly, because I have way too many watches. So these will be great. You know, they can even stack, guys. Look at that. Even stack these bad boys just all the way right up to the camera. You can see, I wouldn't recommend stacking them too high, but you get the picture. The nice thing is you have them on your desk, you got something there, you can stack them up. It's not a big deal. I wouldn't stack them higher than 2. And it works, and they're not rolling away. Again, great feature. What else can I say that I haven't said? I'm saying too much now at this point, but yeah, I like these. I highly recommend these. No, I didn't pay for these, but honestly, for the prices, absolutely worth it. I would have paid for these. I wouldn't probably have got 3 in 3 different random colors. But you know, these are absolutely worth your dollar, my dollar. These are cool. Like, these are going to be on my highly recommends list in terms of the sweet spot. Are there cheaper ones available? Absolutely. But even this is, like, in terms of the quality, these are around the same price or cheaper than what you'd find on a similarly designed Amazon one, which isn't going to use quite as premium materials. And then they're way cheaper than the really expensive ones. And I have no problem with the really expensive ones. They're actually really nice. And, you know, there are definitely extra levels and, you know, to the game and things that do make those super nice. But in terms of just, like, for me, as somebody who's maybe watches don't exceed the $3,000 range, you know, for a single watch like this, the Panda SRQ Chrono here, you know, for somebody that can appreciate a watch of that quality, like, this fits that range perfectly. Like, these are impressive. Like, guard these straps, Co. Don't let somebody pull an entrepreneurial move like I was just kind of thinking about and just jacking the pricing up on these, because they're super good. Like, I'm blown away. Like, these are them, guys. These are the ones. So with that said, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you liked the video, please do hit like, and if you haven't already, please subscribe for more content just like this. Thanks, guys.